Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today I want to present to you the loot that I got from running 30 sets of the Formed. Now I have some good news for you. If you spent the time to click this video and listen this far in, then you're going to learn something. You're going to learn that this strategy is actually pretty sick. In the background is going to be some footage from the last set that I ran. Before we get into the loot, I want to go over the atlas tree that I used, and before you copy this atlas tree exactly, I'm going to go ahead and say that I wouldn't recommend using this exact tree. So I'm going to give you a few alternatives. But first, what is worth taking? I think the Shaper pack size nodes up here, the Shaper map drops, Elder map drops are good, and these invitation chances are good. I took the synthesized map chance up here. Not sure if this one was worth it. It's a lot of points and I only got a couple maps. I took this one here, definitely worth it. I also have the Syndicate Betrayal stuff here, and here. I highly recommend blocking content on this side of the tree, as most of this stuff you're not going to want to run, except for maybe Harvest. That's up to you. Metamorph was not worth doing in my experience. I took this one up here because I was using one of the compasses on screen at the moment, which gives me extra Gilded Scarabs. I only used it for the first 10 maps, but I think it's worth using it the entire time. The quant nodes are good always, and I ran the shrines as well, because when you get the speed shrines it makes it a hell of a lot faster. I also experimented taking the enhanced labyrinth trials down here. It's pretty good, debatable whether it's worth it or not, up to you. Now, as for some alternatives, you could go for Delirium, as Delirium showed up a lot when I was running it, and the maps are very, very linear, so it's really good for Delirium. Again, Betrayal, I ran that. You could put on Strongboxes if you want to, you could put on Harvest if you want to, wherever it is there. You could put on Harbinger, you could put on Essence. Those would all be very good, and the map layout is good for them. Stuff like Legion is not so good in here. Breach just kind of sucks. Abyss just sucks. And finally, the alternative one, which might be the best, but I haven't tried it, is the Wandering Path strategy, where you just don't take the larger notable nodes. It would just really, really boost the amount of formed invitations that drop for you by doubling all of these passives here and here. However, you would get less Conqueror and Elder map drops. So, debatable, but I think that would be worth it. And finally, for the part you've all been waiting for, how much profit did we make? So in total, we spent 23.3 divines to run 30 sets. And for what we got in return, we got 16.3 Maven Writs worth 21 divines in total. Those almost paid for all the sets just by themselves. We got 21 Formed invitations worth 9 divines. Shaper fragment sets, we got 34 sets in total, and that's worth about 7.4 divines. Guardian maps, you know, Elder Slayer, Conqueror, Shaper, whatever, 4 divines in those. And we also got 2 synthesized maps, only worth 60 chaos, so debatable whether those passives are worth spending. And from the enhanced labyrinths, it showed up 6 times across the 30 maps, and in return we got 450 chaos orbs for those. We also got 4 Orb of Conflicts, and that's worth half a divine. So in total, if my maths is correct, our profit should have been 20.6 divines, which is 0.68 divines per set, or 150 Chaos Orbs per set. Now that is the bare minimum you should make. I didn't include Chaos Orb drops, I didn't include annulments, I didn't include Exalted Orbs, I didn't include Divine Orbs, I didn't include Awakened Sextants, I didn't include any uniques, I didn't include anything else. I only included in the profit the stuff that's going to sell in bulk, which you are guaranteed to get from running these sets. I'd very comfortably say the profit per set would be more like 170 chaos, even as much as 190 chaos. So all in all, it's a really solid money maker. It does reward speed, so if you can do it fast, you're going to make a heck of a lot more. However, you have the choice of running them a bit slower and getting more out of your sets. Like if you ran the Harvest, for example, you would get like an extra 40 chaos or 50 chaos per set. If the build and the background footage looks interesting to you and you want to see more of that, you can check out my other videos. I've been documenting my progress from day one to where we are now. The build has been up for about 2 weeks, so we've come a long way in just 2 weeks. If you enjoyed the video and you made it this far, then consider giving me a like, consider subscribing, I'd appreciate it a lot. I'm going to leave you guys with the remainder of the map run that I did and finish it off with the formed fight. Thanks for watching, I'll catch you next time.